everybody, it's me, the Cool Boys Comics, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a slightly different type of content. We're going to be talking about the new and probably most successful Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man No Way Home. In my opinion, the best. So yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home, and before we start this, if you haven't watched it or you just don't care, then if you haven't watched it, and you don't want to be spoiled, then don't watch this. Like, this video isn't for you. You can watch Kelly Quack's video because it's spoiler free. But this one, this is going to be talking about spoilers. So if you watched it or you just don't care, then welcome aboard. Well, let's talk about it. Spider-Man No Way Home made $500 million in the first opening weekend. I know, I saw on the news, it went crazy. Surprised it doesn't even have a gas meme yet. Oh well. So I remember. Here's what happened. I remember I watched it with my friends in the cinema. I'm not gonna say their names. I went with two friends. I was supposed to get with three, but one was sick, so I went with two. And yeah, here's what will happen. So I remember it first started off with, how did it start off? Oh yeah, it was in the mirror. It was MJ and Peter getting chased by the police. It's because everyone thought Mysterio was a hero, but he's not. And if you haven't watched Far From Home, it is a little spoiler. So everyone thought Mysterio was a hero, but he wasn't. He was a villain. But he made everyone thought he was a hero because he was using illusions. And when Spider-Man's last chance spoiler killed him, everyone claimed that Spider-Man was the villain. I know. So now the police were hunting down Spider-Man and MJ, looking to arrest Spider-Man. And literally, there was some epic scene where he was swinging through New York, and when the police almost got him, he swung into the trainway. Come on, that's so cool. Oh well, I don't remember most. I remember the big parts, but I'm just gonna be talking about the cool parts, not actually everything. So then Peter visits Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange warns him about a spell. How it's going to make everyone erase the memory that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. But he made sure right before the spell he told him there's a few people he wants him to still know, Aunt May, Ned, MJ. So yeah, he does that. But then the spell got tampered with too much. It was too dangerous to let out, so he kept it in. But then all the villains from the multiverse, all the original Spider-Man villains, came back, Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, Electro, you name it. Lizard Man, Sandman, yeah, all the old villains. So yeah, Venom was at the end, but he wasn't in there. So then he fought all the villains and he put them. I like the bridge fight with Dr. Octopus. That's one of the coolest parts. I think that's one of the best battles. The bridge fight. It was so cool. So then I remember at one point they all got locked up, and when he was ready to start the spell, he didn't want all of them to die. So he just tried to fix them himself. But the Lizard Man warns him fixing stuff always has consequences. So he takes them all to the apartment. Happy was really confused. Why was there some random cyborg and Mum Man and guy who has electric spouts coming out of him, some dinosaur. Well, that's actually one of the funny parts when Ned thought the Lizard Man was a dinosaur. Look, a talking dinosaur. Yeah, that made me laugh. So, yeah, he just tries to fix that. But then, was it Harry or Norman? I don't know, but the Green Goblin, he was trying to convince Electro to actually go crazy. So then, and he convinced three of the villains, Sandman, Electro, and who else? And Lizard Man, to go and turn on Peter. Right when it looks like things couldn't get worse. He was fighting, he was losing and fighting. the Green Goblin. Like, it wasn't actually the Green Goblin. I can't remember if it was Harry or Norman. I think it was Harry. And then he got beaten up, and then there was an explosion. And here's the biggest spoiler. So if you haven't watched it, I recommend clicking off the video right this second. But if you have watched it and like you just want to hear a retelling, or you just don't care, or you just want to tell your friends about it, so you can seem cool, here, the saddest part happened. Aunt May dies. No, yeah, like I almost cried, seriously, and literally I hardly cry from movies. But seriously, the whole theater was just silent. Very, very silent. I was so emotional. The acting in that part, it was like Oscar winning. Seriously, I'm not even joking. Like, the acting in that part, it was just amazing. Like, Tom Holland did really well, and so was, like, I don't know, like, who plays Aunt May. But seriously, all the characters did super well. Oh, and also before all this, like, it's like Spider-Man had a fight with Doctor Strange, and like he trapped Doctor Strange in the universe, and Ned took his ring to open portals. And yeah, that's just basically the thing. And I remember Ned, I said to the rings, I wish I could see Peter Parker. And then he opens a magic portal. It tries a few times, and then on his like third or fourth attempt, he finds Peter Parker. So then, Peter Parker and Spider-Man does come out, but here's the thing: it's not Tom Holland, it's Andrew Garfield. I'm not sure like how the theater fan, but I got excited. I was like, oh my god, it's Andrew Garfield. I've never really heard the rumors. Like, I've never even knew he was gonna be in there. But man, when I actually saw him, I got super excited. Like, I was like, oh my god, it's Andrew Garfield. So yeah, everyone was shocked. Like, not in the theater, like in the movie. To see him, they was like, okay, where's Peter? I'm Peter. And they had a conversation. So he tries again. I wish I could see Peter Parker. And then he opens another portal, and another Spider-Man comes out. And it's not Andrew Garfield. It's not Tom Holland. You guessed it. It's Tobey Maguire. Probably my favorite Spider-Man. What I just didn't like about him, he was like 30 when he was Peter, like when he was actually Peter Parker. Like, I just find that disturbing. It just feels weird. So yeah, Andrew Garfield comes out, and then Tobey Maguire comes out. It was pretty cool. Yeah. So then the three Peters unite. Come on, where's the guy from like the 1970 Peter Spider-Man films? Like from the Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man Strikes Back. Where is that guy? Like, why does no one care about him? Like, why did they just care about the three other guys? Come on. Oh well. So then they three unite, but then they also are having a battle between it's a 3v3. Electro, Lizardman, and Sandman versus the three Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. It was pretty cool. I like how when Tom Holland was on battling them, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. I just say Tobey and Andrew. Literally, Andrew. Like, they were just discussing about how web shooting, like, it just hurts your back, and they're talking about like cracking their back and stuff. Like, that was like probably the funniest part, or the talking dinosaur part with Ned. I also like it when Tom and Andrew discovered that Tobey can they can shoot webs out of his hand, because they got pissed off at how they always have to go in a lab and make their own. So yeah, it was pretty funny. And then they have a battle, and the three Spider-Man actually start losing. Like, it was pretty stressful. And then they found the cure and killed the three guys. But here's the thing: when Tom Holland found the Green Osborn, he actually got Superman. He started beating him up with brutal punches. I'm not sure if I'm getting the timeline correctly, but I'm like explaining the story like as well as I can, as well as from my memory. he started beating him up and throwing brutal punches and stuff. Oh my god! And at one point, he grabbed the hoverboard and almost like killed him. But then the thing that's kind of expected, Tobey Maguire comes and actually saves Osborn, and which gave Tom a second to cool off a little. And then I think he stabs Osborn stabs Toby. So then, that's basically it. I think he kills Osborn. I don't know. And so then Peter finds Doctor Strange. Like he said, he wants to make absolutely everyone forget he's Spider-Man. He said, and then this time actually Doctor Strange wants it and doesn't want to because he likes Peter and he wants to know he's Spider-Man. So he said absolutely everyone, and he said okay, and then he started living life where like he was like the one and only Spider-Man no one knows. And actually in that universe he hasn't even met Ned and MJ. It was kind of sad, and yeah, that's not really what I'll call a happily ever after, because like he really had no friends or anything. And yeah, that's basically it. So guys, hope you enjoyed this. If you actually didn't heard the spoiler warning, I'm so sorry. But actually I'm not sorry. The title of this video is spoiler discussion, and look what it says right here: spoiler discussion. Oh well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Spider-Man No Way Home and the video. Watch Tower's spoiler discussion. Watch Kelly Quack's spoiler-free discussion. Watch like everyone's spoiler discussion. Leave a like on this video and Kelly Quack's video and Tower's video. Just watch those three. I really like Kelly Quack's one. And I really liked it. Spider-Man No Way Home, but what I don't like is they kind of leave you on a cliffhanger. It's like, okay, what's Peter going to be like after? Like, does he like refriend like his old friends? Like, it kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger, and I'm not a big fan of cliffhangers. Well, that's okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and check the next one ever I post. It will be soon. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. So if you're a nerd, get out of here.